Hello everyone, welcome to MASA Military. Deputy Defense Secretary Kathleen Hicks announced on August 28th to build thousands of expendable, autonomous systems across multiple domains within the next 2 years as part of a new initiative to better compete with China. Replicator will galvanize progress in the too slow shift of US military innovation to leverage platforms that are small, smart, cheap, and many, Hicks said. Hicks said that China's core advantage is mass. More ships, more missiles, more people, and that the United States' best response is to innovate, rather than match that ship for ship and shot for shot. Recently, Ukraine launched a frequent drone offensive against Russia, causing the Russian army to pay a huge price. On the evening of August 29th, the Russian media said that due to the large-scale attack of drones, Moscow, Turla, Lipsk, Oljor, and Kaluga were forced to close. More than 20 drones were used to attack the Pskov airport. 4 Russian Ilyushin-76 military transport planes worth $440 million in total were damaged and on fire. On August 27th, Ukraine attacked the Holono military airport in Kursk, Russia, and destroyed 5 fighter jets and 2 air defense systems. On the battlefield of Russia and Ukraine, a large number of cheap drones have also been used for the first time. Small drones and loitering munitions have become precision bombs for the front lines. In 1.5 years, the consumptions of drones is enormous. The rotor commercial drone generally can only fly a few times, and the loitering munitions have no return, belonging to disposable consumables. Ukraine plans to produce and purchase about 200,000 military drones in 1 year. The number is incredible, mainly because Ukraine lacks offensive means, and it needs to rely on drones to launch attacks. Ukraine has allocated about $1.08 billion for the research and productions of drones. The Ukrainian troops currently lose 40 to 45 various reconnaissance drones per day, excluding suicide drones and loitering munitions. On the Russian and Ukraine battlefield, although the precision-guided ammunition plays an important role, the costs are high. But the West can support Ukraine, who is very limited in inventory and production capacity. If you want to fight a high-intensity and long-term consumption of war, you need to have an advantage in quantity. This requires more arms dealers to join the supply chain instead of monopolizing production capacity by a few arms dealers. Although the United States has technical advantages in high-end drones, there is no advantage in quantity, so there is a replicator plan to win with quantity. In terms of drones, the United States at one time invested a lot of money. The high-altitude unmanned reconnaissance aircraft, the RQ-4 Global Eagle, cost more than $200 million per unit. The MQ-9 attack drone is cheaper, with a unit price of $20 million. Even at such a high price, the US military was equipped with more than 300. However, these expensive high-altitude reconnaissance drones are fragile. Once discovered, modern air defense missiles and fighters can easily shoot them down. So, it probably is very difficult for them to enter the combat airspace and perform missions. In addition to large drones, small and medium-sized drones will also face harsh combat environments. Because more and more countries have begun to attach importance to having drones, there is high demand for development. Radar and detectors of small flying objects have started saturating the market, and there is no shortage of electronic counterattack gadgets, self-propelled artillery, small air defense missiles, laser weapons, and many other kinds of equipment. In 2018, the U.S. Army proposed the Future Tactical Unmanned Aircraft System, which is to use research and develop technology to create a huge drone fleet used in travel-level units. In February this year, 5 contractors were selected. These FTUAS do not need a runway, but instead have the ability to perform a vertical takeoff and landing, and have a drone system that can be quickly developed. The first selected Jump 20 drone of AeroVironment was used to replace the RQ-7 reconnaissance drone. Other candidate models also include the Martin UAV, the Northrop Grumman team's vbat, and the German AAI team's Aerosinde HQ, and L3 Harris Technologies FVR-90 and AeroVironment's Arcturus UAV. Jump 20 is a vertical takeoff and landing tactical drone. It provides lift with 4 upward small propellers. The highest flight speed is 57 miles per hour. It can perform a monitoring task of more than 14 hours. The combat radius is about 115 miles. Jump 20 can be quickly assembled in 60 minutes, are equipped with advanced all-weather photoelectric and medium-wave thermal imaging equipment, which can effectively track moving or static targets on the ground or on the water. In this Russian and Ukraine war, the loitering munition became an important precision strike weapon for frontline operations, including Russian ZALA Lancet, the US's Switchblade and Phoenix Ghost, and so on. Loitering munitions are a new concept of ammunition that can cruise flights and standby attacks over the target area. Guerrilla groups often appear around Israel. In order to eliminate mobile targets, Israel attaches great importance to the development of loitering munitions, including Harpy, Hero, Green Dragon families, best-selling at home and abroad, and Russia's ZALA Lancet imitated Hero. The loitering munitions produced in the United States mainly include spring knives and Phoenix Ghosts. The Switchblade is also launched by the launch tube. The wings and rear wings are folded up, and it looks like a mortar shell. After the Switchblade was launched, the wing was opened, and the propeller was driven by an electric motor to fly. The Switchblade 300 is just 4 pounds, which is equivalent to flying grenades, with a range of over 12 miles. The Switchblade 600 weighs 33 pounds, and the range is about 25 miles, which is specifically used to destroy armored vehicles or tanks. As for the Phoenix Ghost, not much is known. It is very effective in attacking the target of medium-sized armored ground units. It can stay in the air for a longer time, can fly for about 6 hours, and at the same time it can take off vertically. Because it is equipped with infrared sensors, it can also run at night. In addition to cheap drones, the United States also attaches importance to the development of unmanned fighters that have AI-independent flight capabilities and can be consumed in large quantities. It's long been responsible for the development of Pacific Air Force, recently talked about military threats against the CCP, and a large amount of low-cost expendable aircraft is required. Nowadays, drones are not autonomous and need a human operator. This requires a lot of manpower, and it also leads to the aircraft being very fragile. Low-cost, attritable aircraft technology includes independent flight capabilities. The Skyborg project that the US military is developing will make drones have fully autonomous flight and combat capabilities and will not increase the burden of operators too much. The representative of attritable aircraft mentioned by General Hinote is exactly the XQ-58A Valkyrie unmanned aircraft recently purchased by the US military, and the MQ-28A Ghostbat developed by Boeing for Australia. Valkyrie has a length of 30 feet, a wingspan of 27 feet, a cruise speed of 548 miles per hour, and a maximum range of about 3,500 miles, and a maximum flight height of 45,000 feet. The fuselage uses stealth design and has an internal bomb bay. Its first flight was successful in March of 2019. Valkyrie will act as a weapon carrier to perform the most dangerous tasks, such as the work that suppresses or penetrates the enemy's crackdown. Valkyrie has a huge advantage, that is, the cost is currently only $3 million US. After large-scale purchasing in the future, it can be priced below $2 million US, which is 1/4 of the F-35 fighter. That is, when the US Air Force buys one F-35, they could buy 40 Valkyries, which can make up for the shortcomings of modern fighters, which are too expensive. Valkyrie has performed a flight test with the US military's F-22 and F-35 stealth fighters to test the coordinated performance between the fighter aircraft and the unmanned fighter. On July 25th this year, the Valkyrie, that uses artificial intelligence software, successfully conducted a test flight. This test flight means that artificial intelligence is able to perform modern air-to-air and air-to-ground tasks. The test flight lasted for 3 hours. Boeing's MQ-28A Ghostbat was previously known as Loyal Wingman, with a body length of 38 feet and 5 inches and a maximum range of 2,300 miles. It can be equipped with F-35 or F-16, FA-18 fighters. After heavy programming, the AI system in the machine can control the flight route and combat method by themselves. The U.S. Future Fighter, F-35, can control a large number of AI Loyal Wingman units, which can fly and fight with sensors and information through the network. The combination of network integration and tactical impact will be disruptive. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support MASA Military. See you next time.